Bankheist.txt, June 27th. Ivan and I had been planning a bank heist for several months now. The way we worked it out was to argue and fight about how we were going to do it. In fact, our original plan and our final plan, and every plan in between, were totally different from each other. In the first plan, we were to walk into the bank, cut the power, and demand the money. In the final plan, we were to walk into the bank and ask for a glass of water. A bank teller, the youngest, most beautiful teller in the bank, would get the hint that asking for a glass of water in a bank was rather out of the ordinary, and so she would slip us a couple of $1 million. If the manager were to notice what she was doing and tried to put a stop to it, we would shoot him. But that was not all. Besides this contingency plan, we had nothing but contingency plans that we hopefully would not need. One of the other contingency plans involved stationing an accomplice behind the security guard who would club him on the head in case it looked like the alarm was going to be raised. In the case the police were on their way, another accomplice would drive his car across the road and let them ram him. Since the roads leading to the bank were narrow, this plan might have worked. If we were cornered, we would go down to the sewers and use a kayak for a getaway. Of course, this was the least desirable contingency plan, since it would likely lead to our demise. But if it didn't, it would certainly give us a very clean escape. We decided to do the job 2 days after a major storm, so that the sewers would be full and the water moving rapidly, but no longer a torrent. Regardless, these were all things that we hoped we wouldn't need, and the beauty of the plan was its simplicity. Ask for a glass of water. Ask for a glass of water. Ask for a glass of water. The following Thursday it rained, so Friday was out. And we couldn't have the heist on a Saturday either, since the bank would only be open a half day, and I couldn't do it in the morning. I had to work. So we spent the weekend practicing our contingency plan in the sewers and found them rather navigable. One old sewer hound that we met actually even gave us some good advice about this. He warned us not to go down a certain tunnel where the sewer branched. The left branch went to heaven, the right branch straight to hell. We didn't doubt his words and took careful note. One day we were practicing the run with our backup man, and sure enough, he went down the right tunnel, and we never saw him again. We burned incense for him every full moon in Chinatown, and sure enough, the old Taoist priest said that his soul was grateful to us. I had a long talk with Ivan. Hey man, I'm really freaked out about what happened to Johnny. Why? Hey, Johnny knew the risks, and we've already got somebody else to cover for him. Are you trying to back out? Talk to me. Since I knew I couldn't back out, I said nothing. He grabbed me around the neck and told me that we were running out of time to call it off, even if we wanted to. I could sense that he was beginning to doubt me. Although I couldn't see it, I knew that he had a tight grip on his Bowie knife, clutched behind his back, and was milliseconds away from piercing my heart with it. I took a deep breath and told him that afternoon I would go downtown to take out a large loan from the most dangerous loan shark in the city. This would be insurance that I wouldn't back out. Ivan did the same, and we were in. Hey Ivan, what if we're in there and someone asks for a glass of water before us? It won't happen. But what if it does? Shut up. You're getting on my nerves. The following week it rained hard. That was a Monday. and we knew that we'd have to pull off the heist on Wednesday. We were lucky. There was a baseball game on that afternoon, so we aimed for that time, since probably the cops would be listening to the game and not to their police radios. And so we spent some time hanging out, listening to music, dancing little dances around our apartment to relieve the stress, taking long swigs of Jack Daniels. We threw some of the loan shark money around to give us the feeling of being rich. I had private thoughts, though. I thought that maybe we'd go into the bank and I'd ask for a glass of water and all we'd get is a glass of water. Or we'd ask for a glass of water and someone would shoot one of us because they'd been tipped off. Or, for some reason or another, we wouldn't even go into the bank and just keep walking down the road. Ivan was obviously thinking the same thing. Maybe he was even trying to figure out how he could snag the lion's share of the money. How he could rip off both me and the loan shark. How he could sink a needle into his arm and end it all while sitting on that money. Time passed uneasily. Wednesday came and we woke up, had a great breakfast, read the morning paper. Team. We put on black suits, white shirts, black ties and black shoes, and the exact same pair of black sunglasses. We walked down the street towards the bank. We saw that our accomplices were in place. At that moment, a black car pulled up. It was the loan shark. He'd been talking to the FBI. This ruined our plot. We walked away. He pulled a gun on us. I got shot in the arm. Ivan got in the leg. Jeez, will this day never end? We found our way into the sewers, got into our kayaks and raced down the waterways with the cops, the loan sharks, the FBI, and the Blues Brothers in hot pursuit. At the branch in the tunnel, I was swept over by the current and couldn't make it into the left side. I went through the right tunnel alone. Ivan was on the left, followed by the cops, the loan sharks, the FBI, the Blues Brothers, and a pack of crocodile mutants. I ended up in a room with Johnny, the Taoist priest, and the guy who told me not to go right. It was an access tunnel to the bank vault. We took everything and left it empty.